Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome, my Sagittarius friends and friends of Sagittarius. This is the Divine Phoenix Rising Tarot, and I am Zachary. Thank you guys for joining me here, and welcome to my table. So this is going to be your reading for January 2024, start of 2024. I do have yearly readings that will be coming out here shortly as well, but I want to start here with the monthly. So I'm going to just dive right on in to your spirit animal energy. Spirit, what do we have for Sagittarius for January 2024? And then I can't remember where I switched up in this last week. I don't know if you guys saw. Anyway, changed things up a little bit here in the structure of my reading. If you've been here before, you'll notice a little bit of difference. And welcome back, you guys. If this is your first time, welcome to my table. Everybody can sit at the table, even if you're returnee. I do also have my Starseed Oracle and Blue Angel Oracle decks that I'm using to channel messages. We'll talk about what I saw in meditation for you, and then we'll get into the tarot. And my Blue Angel Oracle came from a lovely subscriber of mine. Thank you so much. Mama Dragon, I love you. One of my favorite decks, okay? So you've got Sea Otter, happiness. Be the master of playful living, release expectations, and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. So what came through meditation, then I'll get into the cards here. The word hope came through, and then I saw an eye, a singular eye, is representatory of truth. It means truth to me. And then I saw like a fire hose putting out a fire, okay? And I feel like due to the oracle cards that came through here, this is definitely health related in some way. Like the fire being put out, I feel like that could be even some sort of inflammation, some sort of truth or information that's coming forward regarding health. And this could be physical, emotional, spiritual, financial, like that's what I'm getting from that. But there's a need to have hope, or you're being asked to have hope. There's reason to have hope. So the Starseed Oracle that you got for January is deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, and physical and emotional healing. So this card is all about healing, you guys. It requests that you stay open to that, okay? There's a need to regain balance so that you can start balancing what needs to be balanced in your health. There was a portion here I wanted to read directly from the book, actually. This is the activation portion that comes with it. This is something that you can say to yourself in meditation. It's just a mantra that helps keep your focus on what it is you're doing as far as the healing goes. So I take back my vitality and energy and feel more and more healthy each and every day. My body knows how to heal. My body knows how to heal. And that's the message that it's saying as well, is kind of like getting out of your way so that your body can heal. A lot of the times we get in the way with energetic, emotional expectations, baggage, blockages, what have you. The body in and of itself, if there were nothing impacted from our end, blocking its ability to heal, would heal very well, but we get in the way. Okay. There's also an encouragement in there that's saying, like, if there is a mystery illness or something that you're dealing with, to not place blame on yourself as if you've done something wrong. Okay. That's for some of you. But as somebody who struggles with some specific health stuff as well, I can relate to that feeling. And I can also just say from a personal level, like, it's not appropriate to treat ourselves that way, right? It's not that we have done anything wrong, because there is a lot of there's a lot of input, especially from spiritual communities, where there's like this blame or shame that's placed on an individual. If you have a health condition, that's because you did something wrong, right? You're not eating the right food, or energetically you didn't do this or you didn't do that. Newsflash, okay? We also have a contribution to what goes on for us here in this realm. Before we come here, we make a decision on certain things that we go through, because life is about strife. We learn through pain. Okay. So part of our soul's evolution and what it is that we're dealing with may also be a choice that we made before coming here. Okay. So also to individuals who may be placing blame or shame on others because of that, please stop doing that. That is just, I don't get it. Okay. Yes, there are some things that we do to ourselves that are energetic manifestations of blockages and things that are going on. And there are also things that are meant to be like lessons to learn. Okay. What's coming through in my mind is stay in your lane. Okay. If it's not something that you're dealing with in your own life, or if you don't know what it feels like to go through personally, maybe you shouldn't be talking about it. Okay. Love and light. And that's for some of you. Others of you, thank you so much for being compassionate to everybody's journey here, because it's all different. Consider yourself lucky if you don't have to deal with something like that, is what I would say. So your oracle card through the blue angel here, and I love the artwork on these cards. They're just truly, truly beautiful. You have Sacred Earth, and Sacred Earth talks about healing. It talks about healing through a connection to the earth. The part in this card that I really like that it talks about is that you don't, so it's talking about a healing that happens through a connection to nature. And there is healing that is involved with connecting to nature. We need to connect to nature. We are a part of nature. And being outside of that, we're essentially like a cancerous cell to nature, because what is cancer but a cell that has stopped communicating with the rest of the body? That's cancer. So what this is encouraging is to reconnect with the earth, to experience the healing that you need. And this isn't saying, you know, like you are going to be miraculously healed from something. Like I said, we learn through strife, and there are some situations that you're not meant to heal from. Okay. You're meant to learn to live through. Okay. And you are really the only person who's going to know the difference between those, is what I feel encouraged to say. Don't let other people tell you what your life is about. I would encourage you not to identify yourself with an illness or a disease, because that's a slippery slope too. You know, there's a component of manifestation attached to that. But don't let somebody, including yourself, make yourself feel bad as if you've done something wrong because you are living with a health condition. Okay. But I love in this card, it talks about if you're not able to go into nature, you can still experience nature. You can still experience nature from the indoors. To go into a meditative state, to picture yourself in nature, to picture yourself as nature. Picture yourself as that waterfall that is flowing. What does it feel like to flow as a waterfall? What does it feel like to move in the wind as an ancient tree, you know, a creaking oak? So the encouragement is to connect to nature, even if you can't physically. Whatever it is that can be healed in this life will be through that sort of a connection. And that's getting out of your way as well. Like maybe you're in your way to get outside. Maybe a part of what it is that you struggle with health wise, for some of you, you're not able to actually go outside. So in this way you can, okay? Challenge yourself. What does it feel like to be a waterfall? I don't know. I'm gonna try and figure that out. I want to know what it feels like to be a waterfall. So we're gonna go into your tarot messages here, but so far, very strongly getting a note of health. And with the sea otter here talking about happiness, there's an encouragement to stay on the positive side of things. Okay. So to that message that is meant for some of you, that's saying to not feel as if you've done something wrong through the deep cellular healing. If you're going through something health wise, stay on the sunny side of things. Okay. You're not ignoring what it is that you're going through, but you're staying positive about your experience here, because it makes everything better. I mean, why fall into negative thinking about everything? Granted, it is a cycle, you know, to process things. Like there's a grieving process that comes with certain ailments and things too. That's not what I'm talking about, ignoring that. Honor that cycle, but to make sure that you're always coming back to the side of the light in your experience here. So Spirit, what do we have here for Sagittarius? Try and shuffle that again. What do we have for Sagittarius here for January? And I've got my Light Seers Tarot I'm working with today. I've got my This May Hurt Tarot deck, and then I have my Ride or Die and my Thoth deck, actually, that I am bringing out as well. And my Thoth is the first tarot deck that I ever received. And I have a unique connection to that deck. So is finally decided to be a part of what's going on here. 8 of Cups. So you're hoping to be left behind. You're hoping to leave something behind. That just popped through. You're hoping to be left behind. The way I take that is not like, that's very sad, a sad thought. Whoever's thinking that, please don't hope for that. Yeah, please don't. Oh, that knocked me off kilter a little bit. Sorry about that. So, leaving something behind for most of you. There's a hope to heal this feeling of abandonment or something that's been missing in your life. But there's an encouragement also to lighten the load. To lighten the load is an act of intention. It takes will to remove or to add, is what's coming through. So you're in this process of leaving something behind, and your last, at least before, you'll have a couple more readings here before the end of the year, but the reading I just did for you guys involved releasing some sort of addiction, something that was connecting you in a controlling way to this physical realm. So it could still be connected to that. It could be what you're trying to release here or leave behind. Let's move forward. And you guys, if something does resonate with you here in this reading, or you're just enjoying what you see here, please consider liking, sharing, commenting, subscribe if you haven't already. Those are all fantastic ways to support me and the growth of this channel, and that is my goal here. So thank you guys so much for that support. I do also have my Cash App and PayPal links in the description there. If you feel called to donate or tip, I will absolutely accept that. It's not mandatory, but to those who have, thank you guys so much. It's truly helpful here, and I am deeply grateful for all donations. Thank you. I do also take personal reads, so that link is in the comments, pinned comment. It's also in the description. All right. So Spirit, what do we have for Sagittarius? I feel like this is a really hopeful message too. Like, it's just a reminder to, with all of this healing, maybe you did finally, going into the beginning of the year here, maybe you were able to kick something. What I think about is, I'll get to the bottom of this. We'll get to the bottom of it. What I think about is like when I quit smoking cigarettes, all right? I smoked for 15 years. It was one of the most difficult things for me to quit. The second that I started smoking, I wanted to quit, but it was such an addiction, and not just the physical component of it, because there is a component of like replacing connection to something when we're talking about addictions. There's an energetic and emotional component to that. And we have seen that through the study of mice and Coke water. And I don't want to take up too much time with that, but it was done in the 70s and it was redone recently. And the first time it was just the mouse, the water, and the Coke water. And then the next time, because they are social creatures, they made like a utopia and had other things where there was stimulation available. What they found from that is that addiction, actually a large component of it, is a lack of connection to something else. We will replace stimulation or connection to something, i.e. family, work, personal life, spirituality, any of those like major connections. If one of those is off or many of those are off, we find that connection as humans, we replace that with something. Drugs, alcohol, sex, food, gambling, you name it. So for me, it was my connection to my family. My parents divorced when I was 18. That's when I started smoking, and shit just went downhill from there. But that's what I replaced that connection with. So that's why it was the hardest for me to kick, okay? Maybe you're experiencing something like that too. If you were to look deeper as you're becoming that oak, okay, seeing what it feels like to be a waterfall, question yourself to find out, what is it that you're replacing? What connection are you truly craving when you are feeding whatever addiction it is that you're feeding, okay? It's going to help illuminate a whole ass layer to your experience here if you aren't already aware of that. I just feel encouraged to share that, okay? So 5 of Wands, conflict, competition. What I'm getting from this is, especially this card, what I see is the eye of this dog right here. It's like, very vicious. I feel a lot more vicious energy that comes through this card. So there is this could be like the monster that you're feeding with your addiction, right? you're fearing that the wrath of that force. That's really what I'm getting from this, to be honest with you guys. Or you have an aversion to, there's a fear aversion to like improving on something. Let's figure that out. Let's do it. So to start here, we've got, this is your general energy. You've got King of Pentacles and Knight of Cups. I feel like that's a really good start. Very good start. So King of Pentacles here is, he's a master of the material realm. He's a wealthy dude, and gender doesn't matter, but he is an excellent parent, an excellent partner and protector. 3 Ps. He's a trippy guy. But he is abundant, okay? He's wealthy, abundant in knowledge, knowing how to do that, share that with others as well. So I feel like this is, for some of you, I feel like this is somebody in your life, actually. It's coming through more as an outside influence. There may be somebody coming through to help you with these things. I feel like, okay, it's kind of an outside to inside influence. There's a transition happening here. There's an encouragement to not really fake it till you, that's not the right one. Emulate it until you are it. Fake it till you make it, kind of. See it, like it, want it, have it, okay? Start picturing this energy until it starts flowing from you as well. Finding people in your life that do mimic that energy. And that could be, I feel like it could be, for some of you, it is actually a person outside that may be able to help you gain these traits or gain these skills, because that's what the King of Pentacles does. They're happy to share that knowledge, and usually they're that person that, like, if you're in a dark space, that pisses you off. It just rubs you the wrong way because they're so damn happy, or just, you know, they're just so good at everything, whatever, you know. If you're in that state of mind, I would say go make friends with that person immediately so that you can gain their superpower too, because they want to share it with you. Knight of Cups here. This talks about Knight in Shining Armor is coming through on this one, actually, like saving yourself. This is a romantic card. It could symbolize love. This King of Pentacles could be somebody in love coming through for you. But the King of Pentacles is in love with love. Or, excuse me, Knight of Cups, excuse me. The Knight of Cups is in love with love. So it can be difficult to take it past there. But honestly, actually, I love this combination. So King of Pentacles is a person who's willing to go the distance too. They're willing to put the damn work in. So what I feel like from this, from a personal level, for some of you, this is the starting this journey, right? Of health, whatever it is, that falling in love with the idea of loving yourself and not just staying there in the idea, but going the distance. And I see that extending beyond just yourself as well into the exterior realm. Maybe that's what you're attracting, is you're emulating this and then attracting it. It's this give inside outside energy that I'm getting. So wherever it starts, chicken or the egg, that's what I'm feeling here. Ooh, that's lovely, you guys. You're getting your cup filled and you get to drink it too. Okay, let's get some more information here. Can we get some more info on the general for Sagittarius? Mercury's in the microwave, you guys. I'm definitely feeling it verbally, okay? My words just can't keep up with my thoughts. So you have the Hermit here in the Thoth deck. The Hermit talks about, could be solitude, being okay with this process of going inside. And being that Mercury is in the microwave, okay, for the rest of our lives, Mercury in retrograde is a time of going inward, becoming introspective. The story or the lore in Greek mythology, Hermes is Mercury, okay, the god of communication, the god of travel, connection between the gods and the humans. So during Mercury retrograde, Hermes would go to the underworld to gather truth for the humans. But while he was gone, or they were gone, excuse me, because he is an intersex individual. They are an intersex individual. My dog's name is Hermes, and he is a he, so that's why. Okay. Anyway, so they go to the underworld to gather truth. While they're gone, chaos ensues for the people. But when they come back, there is this illumination that happens for the people, and that's what's happening for us. Communication outside is cut off, is skewed, and travel, also be safe. Make sure you're just taking extra precautions while you're traveling, and electronics can go haywire, and don't sign any major contracts. Those are the principles for Mercury retrograde. So the intention is to go inside and find the truth. Okay. The Hermit is talking about the Hermit is Mercury retrograde. I feel like being attached to such healing here as well. I feel like there is a secret, maybe something, just a piece of truth that you haven't been able to find for a while, that will be easier to ascertain in this process right now involving your health. Surrender to the waves. Release expectations and enjoy every day. So there is this process of like, I feel like by going inside, you are releasing yourself. Okay. So once Hermes comes back and everything is able to move forward, you will be experiencing a freedom you haven't before, this King of Pentacles. That's awesome. Okay. Awesome. Sagittarius. Can we get any more information here on the general energy for Sagittarius? Divine counterpart, divine connection sent to you from the angels. Hell yeah, I do feel love for some of you, especially if you're looking for it. I love this connection of the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. That wonderful, interested energy of starting something, that love with love, romance, but then also putting the work in to make it work. Divine counterpart? Yes, Sagittarius, yes. I'll take one. Yes, please. So the good news, this is your good news here. You have 7 of Cups and 2 of Wands. 7 of Cups, what I'm getting from this, because this is me a card of imagination, of dreams, what I feel like is this is something of your dreams, okay? Something you've been dreaming of, something that you've been waiting for the opportunity to make a decision on. I feel like this is coming straight out of your dreams. And if this is a person, like your dream person. Okay, let's move forward here. 2 of Wands here. This talks about, like there's a desire to travel here. There's a need to make a plan, to start putting energy into focus is what's coming through on that. Like you're looking off, this individual's looking at a map here, but they're getting ready to make their trip, okay? I feel like your trip here is definitely health related. This is the start of it. But in getting things situated, or like a level of acceptance with what is going on with your health. Like for me, I will just say I have narcolepsy, okay? And that's something that I've even had people share their opinions on whatever. Thank you so much for your contributions. I am also aware of what it means for me in my life. The reason I bring it up is just an example of, there are some things that must be accepted, as like if I were born without a right leg, you know, there's a way to make like an artificial limb, but at the same time, it's just something that you live with, okay? And that's what I'm trying to express here. There's a level of acceptance and freedom that comes with that acceptance when we accept the parameters that we were put here with. And it's a superpower, you guys. It's not an issue. So just to throw that out there, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just expressing as an example from a personal standpoint. Can we get some clarification here on the good stuff for Sagittarius? Like I had somebody tell me to program my food and water and make sure I was getting sunshine and my narcolepsy would go away. And like I was telling them, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with me or that I'm sick. It actually is my ability to travel different dimensions and realms just in this physical realm means that I'm exhausted all of the time, like beyond exhausted. Okay. So 5 of Cups here is a focus on disappointment. Being in the good news here, I feel like this is your disappointment clearing, okay? And coming off of what I was just saying with the health, there's something about accepting where you are, what you're going through. Not even as if it's like, this is your final lot in life. This is a very particular or very nuanced subject, you guys, okay? And please thank you for your patience and grace as I'm trying to express this, because everybody's situation is very different. There are some situations where there are ailments that, yes, can be completely healed. Yep, absolutely. And the mission is to do that, okay? And then there are other things where that's not what's going on, okay? Some things are about either improving quality of life or just accepting that they are the way that they are. What I'm getting from this is moving past that disappointment, whatever your situation is, whether it is something that can be healed completely or managed. Part of the good news here is being able to overcome this disappointment, turning around and focusing on these 2 cups that are behind you, instead of focusing on what it is that you're lacking, because that's what this is that's been spilled. Instead of focusing on what you're lacking, you're focusing instead on what you have, which is a huge turnaround. Ooh, it's on the ground. 1 second. Putting in the work, action that helps achieve goals, building the path to success. I do feel like this is very much attached to health for a lot of you, whether it's the addiction that you're managing, anything. There is work that goes into not just physically, like if you do need to eat better, exercise, there are things that the body needs to be healthy, vitamins, minerals, sleep, water, or even meditation, energetic things, spiritual things. There's a request here to put in the work. The life of your dreams, that's in the good stuff here, is available, but it requires you to put in the work beforehand, okay? Nothing just falls out of the sky. But in this instance, what I'm getting is it's really just like a shift of perspective, okay? And that could, varying ranges, could be easy, could be hard, depending on where you are and what it is that you're dealing with. Sending you support regardless of the situation, though. So this is your hidden influence and obstacles. You've got Temperance and 10 of Swords. So very interesting, actually. I've never felt this from this card before. Being in the hidden influence here, though, Temperance is like balance, harmony, peace, going with the flow, turning a negative into a positive, vice versa. I get angel, okay? Because there are angel wings here. Hidden influence, like there's angels helping you right now. There's support around you that's available. And you're being asked to tap in. Go with the flow is coming through on that. Like, you're being invited to ask for help. Being invited to ask for help. Interesting. Interesting, you guys. This is also your card. You angel. Sagittarius. I knew you were an angel. That is very interesting. I've never pulled that message from this card. Something about the angelic realms, you guys. Oh, interesting. So 10 of Swords here. This is extreme pain, loss. All pain, no gain. Being in the section of obstacle and hidden influence, what I'm feeling is like you are being guided through this, but there's an addictive quality to the 10 of Swords that makes it difficult sometimes to leave. The only thing to do with the 10 of Swords is to leave it. Like I said, all pain, no gain. There's nothing here to be gained. But sometimes we can get stuck in that pain because that pain is providing us something. Like, we'll talk about health, right? I'll speak to myself personally. I'll be the first one to throw myself there on the table. When I was first diagnosed with narcolepsy, when I was, I went through a process of grieving. Honestly, health grief is real. But I talked about it a lot because, like at first I was like, I'm not trying to get attention for it, but in reality, I was trying to get attention for it. I was trying to come to terms with the reality of what was going on. Okay, there's not a cure for narcolepsy, and science doesn't actually even know what it is. But like I said, my understanding of it is that's my ability to tap into realms and dimensions that other people can't. So it's not that there's something that needs to be fixed, but it is like it's hard being this tired all the time. And that's what I was trying to come to terms with within myself, was like I needed that validation outside of myself by other people being aware of what was going on. If other people knew, then it made it easier for me to carry the weight. And that's what I'm getting from this. It's kind of a 10 of Swords moment there that I was going through. There was only pain in that situation, you know, talking about the negative qualities of it. But I also needed, I don't even need to put in quotes, I need that. I needed support from somebody as I was going through that. And maybe that's where you are too. Or maybe that's where you've been and it's turned into that addictive quality. Like I said, maybe you started getting attention for it and it's become an additional addiction now because you're still craving that attention. So in order to break that cycle, first of all, angels are saying, tag me in, tag me in, yo. Your power is what comes through on this too. So you may be struggling with your power. Maybe you're not realizing how powerful you actually are, Sagittarius. Like you're stuck in this Ten of Swords energy. You're trying to get that attention from others, which is okay. We need attention from others sometimes. But if you're stuck in that process, you need to give that attention to yourself first, is what I'm feeling. You need to validate your own experience, truly. Because nobody can validate us like we can. It's nice to get that validation from outside of ourselves. And like I said, in my situation too, with health grief is real. Going through that process, get the support that you need. But do also recognize if you are leaning to it's a form of like trauma dumping, you know. Get the help that you need in healthy ways, and that starts with you acknowledging how your experience is. Right back to the deep cellular healing here. We're not making ourselves feel bad or as if we've done something wrong because something is going on. Okay, let's say you have an autoimmune condition, and like I said, there are many different processes of thought and beliefs on what is or isn't going on there as far as what is possible for healing or what isn't. I am stepping away from that because there's a lot of blame and shame there. And there's a lot of people who have never been through those situations that are the first to point fingers. Okay. So my point is just getting to the bottom of giving yourself what it is that you need. Don't listen to that. Okay. Whatever is possible is not going to be attainable if you're stuck here in this Ten of Swords. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And connect with your angels, okay, you guys? Like there's a download. I feel like there's an upload. An upload. You need to release something. Okay. Like upload. What do you mean? There's something that you need to give to your support team, okay? Let them support you. Any other additional information here on the challenge for Sagittarius? 3 of Discs. Work with others, you guys. Reach out to others in a healthy way. The Fool. It's time to start something. It's time to take a different approach. There's also the component of don't give a shit, okay? If other people are making you feel bad for whatever is going on. Like I do, personally, I do believe 3333 was just on the clock there. Saggy, this is a magical moment for you. I do believe that there are certain ailments that are curable or adjustable. Have I seen somebody do it completely? No, you guys, I have not. Nope. I've seen, there's one woman, I don't know what her name is, but she had become bedridden, like couldn't move. It was terrible in her life that she, I don't remember what autoimmune issues that she had, but she started feeding her mitochondria. She was talking about this from on stage as she was walking. Was she walking perfectly? No, she was still showing signs of her disease. So like I'm saying, you guys, I have never seen somebody who's completely healed themselves from something by what everybody is talking the talk about, okay? My point in saying that is just don't listen to it, okay? Like there's a lot of people like to do that shit, and it's really, really frustrating. It has a complete lack of compassion and understanding for another person's experience. And I would really like to see that changed, because that's not coming from a place of love in any way. It's just not. You are on your own journey here, okay? And to what degree things can be manipulated or changed, healed, has yet to be seen, honestly. Like I said, I don't know a single person who's like Jesus Christ styled healed their damn self, okay? And I guess I would be curious to see if somebody's seen that, because as far as I know, that doesn't actually exist, and there are reasons for that. Okay. Decisions, the need to gain clarity through decision making, and passions. Don't be afraid to fail. Follow what makes your heart happy. So you need to make the choice here, okay, to step away from the Ten of Swords moment. And the angels are what's coming through here, to follow your passions, to follow what makes your heart happy. There is a need to stay in this positive frame of mind. Because no matter what is possible or isn't possible as far as curing things, okay, you guys, what is known, I feel like, by everyone through manifestation, the first step to making it possible at all is absolutely having that positive frame of mind. You won't move that mountain with a negative mindset. And I have a feeling someone's going to challenge me that my mindset is negative over that too. I disagree, and we'll just move past that, okay? Outcome. Five of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. So the way that I've been reading this is definitely like two different paths that are available here in the outcome. And I'm feeling encouraged to say, you guys, please don't get me wrong. I would love, in the deepest cockles of my heart, to heal the entire damn world of everything that is painful and causes strife. And I also know that that is impossible, because a part of what we're doing here is learning through pain. And pain wouldn't be possible if everything were healed, right? Just looking at it from a logical standpoint. What I feel encouraged to say is your path is your path, and it's really important for you to find your own connection to the earth, okay, and yourself, and to make sure that you're not blaming or shaming yourself for the health conditions that you do have, especially if they're picked up from somebody else who has no idea what it is that you're going through. I feel passionate about that because, well, I've experienced that from people too, and it's horseshit, you guys. Unless you have walked a mile in somebody else's shoes, shut the hell up, okay, with love and light. So your outcome. Five of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles here is abandonment, being out in the cold, health issues, financial issues. So again, regardless of what is possible for whatever it is that you're struggling with, from addiction, mental health, this is included as well, you guys, okay? That's something that also, yeah, hey, I haven't really seen anybody cured of bipolar, right? Just throwing it out as an example. We have ways of managing certain things. And it's not to say that maybe someday that is possible to fully manipulate. We're not there yet. We're not. I see that you are continuing to be stuck out in the cold here. The thing with the Five of Pentacles, though, is you can let yourself in or out, whatever it is that you are. The encouragement here is to take control, okay? To take control of the way that you're viewing something in order to manage the heat, the cold or the heat, wherever it is that you are. It's not like a complete destitute. I feel like this is where you are already. So staying where you are is kind of what's coming through as one of the options or outcomes. And then Page of Pentacles here, this is something new. This is a new opportunity, taking things to a new level. So connecting to your angel team here, okay, or guide, support team, God, whatever your spiritual walk, faith is, connect to that. Connect to your heart, the passions of your heart, connect to the earth. This is what brings you this new opportunity here. Your dream life, whatever that looks like. Maybe that includes the King of Pentacles here, okay? The King of Pentacles, what I'm feeling encouraged to say about that too is, like I said that earlier, is willing to put in the work. Again, whatever is possible for you has yet to be seen, but it does require you to be willing to put in the work, okay? To not be swayed by, maybe you will be the first person to cure lupus. I don't know. And if that's the case, I can't wait to see you share that secret with everybody on how you did that. Because absolutely, the world could use that. I have yet to see it. So, Spirit, can we get some clarification here on Five of Pentacles? Eight of Swords, yep. So this interference is what Toth says here. This is keeping yourself trapped, all right? You're keeping yourself in a position where you feel immovable. You feel like there isn't a solution, but there is a solution if you were to look a little closer, which is also on this card. If you look just a little bit closer, if you look up from your sorrow here, you can see that there's a key right to that lock there. Page of Pentacles here, please, Spirit. Whoa. Okay, two cards came out here. You have Eight of Cups, which in this deck talks about indolence, which is laziness, okay? Eight of Cups, and then Fortune, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So the laziness component, or what the Eight of Cups is talking about here to me, is there's a need to leave something behind. You have that in, shoot, which one was it? Did you have that? Am I making this up? Was it your hope? Your hope. Eight of Cups. It was calling somewhere. This is you leaving something behind, okay? But there's an encouragement to not fall into laziness. If you're going to start the path, do the damn thing. That's what's coming to mind for me. By doing that, you are not only starting something different, but there's a reward for this, you guys. And hell yeah, divine counterpart, King of Pentacles, like whether that is a divine counterpart or just your ability to master your realm here. Yes, all of the yes, I want that for you, absolutely. I love you so much, Sagittarius. I want the best for you here. One last piece of information for Sagittarius for January. And please, you guys, like, if I came across as harsh in any way on that, not my intention. I am entitled to how I feel too, especially with my own personal experience. But I am passionate about that. I feel like there is a large discrepancy between like what love actually looks like in that realm from one person to another and what is going on. Because it's really easy for people to just judge and go, well, yeah, I could do that better. Or, this is what you should be doing. You need to program your food and water. Okay. I'm not saying that there isn't like their benefit from doing that, because that is hugely helpful, but it's really obtuse to tell somebody who's dying of cancer, right? Or lupus, or it was born without limbs, you really should have put more love into those carrots, right? That's what I'm saying. And the reason that if that comes across as harsh, I would challenge you to look at why that might feel off to you. Maybe you're doing that. And if that's the case, I would challenge you to stop. Just add some more love to it, which means you also need to add some more love to yourself, okay? Because you're probably projecting that onto somebody else. So happiness, new discoveries that lead to celebrations, love yourself first. Well, there you go. Love yourself first. That's what I'm saying. That is, I know that can be a hard one to swallow, but if you can swallow it, you guys, like, the better for you, better for the rest of us, okay? We tend to project a lot of things that we're not giving to ourselves. So love yourself. You deserve that, Sagittarius. I sure as shit love you, okay? Have a wonderful January, you guys. I'm excited to get your yearly read done to see where this health stuff is going to go, okay? I love you so much. We'll see you soon.